All right, Zone 4, this is a continuation of our tutorial on how to build your store workbook for physical inventory analysis. So back to viewpoint, we're just going to dig right in. Again, viewpoint, I'm going to go to shared reports. I'm going to go to loss prevention and then public share 2017. And I'm going to go again with our famous report of non-retake stores department query. I'm just going to make some modifications to this report. It's not going to be really complicated. I'm going to show you kind of some of the stuff I'm going to do. Okay, so in block 1, I'm going to leave that alone. In block 2, I'm going to leave that one alone. In 3, this is where I told you we do some playing around with. I am going to scroll down and I'm going to look for vendor sensor indicator. And I am going to move that over here. And over here it says qualify equals yes. And so I'm not going to do qualify. I'm going to change qualify to select. And then in list empty, instead of empty, I'm going to make that a yes. When I click on empty, this will populate in here, and it's yes, no, or blank. And I'm going to choose yes. And then that's going to give you my vendor sensor indicator. Down on item number 4, I'm going to leave that one with department, but I'm also going to add item because I want to see item level detail. I'm going to continue to scroll down, and in here, before there was no store, and so I added this in this reporting again. So again, you would add location, and in your location, you would go to qualify, and you would type in this one. We're going to do 4484, which is the store we're tracking now, and in there it goes. And then in number 6, I have location, and 7 I'm leaving alone, and 8 I'm leaving alone, and then I want to run my reporting. As the report comes back, you can see that it's broken down by department. It also has a description and then item level detail. So this gives me this year information, gives me last year information, and so it gives me a lot of data to kind of chew through from how the production go, and then it gives me 2-year average, of course. Again, I want to export this file, and so up here in the toolbar, I want to export this, and so I'm going to click on that. Again, I'll go through the prompting and the splash screens. I want to open the file, I want to allow it to go, and then since Excel's open, it'll most likely show up in Excel. Yes, there we go. I want to allow the file to run. And again, now that it's open, I want to enable editing. And now that it enables editing, it'll reload this form. And now this is a document that can be edited. Again, up in the corner here between A and 1, I want to click and select it all. Control C to copy the entire selection. I want to move over to my workbook, which now this is EAS Sourced Tagged. Again, in the first column there, I'm just going to plant that data. There we go. And again, this one was formatted so it took out columns A through C, and so it took out some of the store information and things. This now just has kind of taken this data down to department, description, SKU level information. Again, now at this point, I can just save my workbook since I've already renamed it and put it in location. So now I've saved my second sheet to my workbook. And so now again, I would go over to MicroStrategy, and I would close my export window, and then I would save this because this is an EAS source tag query now. I can go up and hit save. And it'll ask me if I want to save it as the one that we did. No, of course, no. Now my prompt will come up and ask me where I want to save it. Again, my reports, I want to save it there. I want to save it in the physical inventory folder. And in there, I'm going to name this one EAS source tag. So that when I run that report, I can just click on that one and it'll run the information that I want. All I got to do is change the store number. So again, it prompts the report again. I'm not going to run it, but that's what happens. As I toggle back over to my workbook for 4484, this is the end result. So on to the next tutorial.